They said, the ceiling is falling, the ceiling is falling.
Jamie Olsen and her son Cannon rewatching this video multiple times that Jamie took just moments after an HVAC system collapsed at the Gaylord Rockies Resort and Convention Center Saturday morning.
It sunk in later. I think in the moment you didn't really know how scary it was until later, and I look back at my video and it all sunk in and you just say, oh my gosh.
It was like when watching a movie and like a building collapses.
Both Cannon and Jamie describe a groaning noise just moments before.
Like it was like just a big whoop and an echoey whoop, and you just kind of heard these big whoop, whoop, whoop. And then there was a couple other pieces that fell after the fact, like, you know, because little rings were falling, and then you hear just the black sludge that's shooting from the ceiling, so you hear this splatter that's coming down.
Jamie says once they realized the severity of it all,
and we were looking down in the tub to say, oh my gosh, are people stuck under this huge air vac, you know, system? We didn't know.
They jumped into action to help one of the people injured.
They were able to come and help this little girl, and we all just kind of worked together to make sure that she was stable and doing the best she could, you know, the best she could do until paramedics arrived.
The resort sending a statement Sunday saying in part, they are devastated by this traumatic incident. On Saturday, their top priorities were to support emergency responders and render assistance to those directly impacted. And they're very grateful to Aurora Fire Department for their swift actions. Moving forward, the Gaylord says they are focused on helping affected guests and associates, and they're working with the appropriate experts to conduct a thorough investigation.
It was shock, and then it was action. And then it was, everyone's hands were shaking, people's voices were shaking, nobody really knew what to do.
Mom Jamie, though, reflecting on just how lucky she is to have her son.
I was in shock, like, because it's so random. You don't think that something like that would fall.
At home and safe tonight.
That could have been my son, and where he was sitting was where the cracked shrapnel piece of the pipe was, and this would be a very different weekend. We could be planning a funeral today instead of going to graduation parties.